What's good, y'all? This is the Trapping with Gods podcast, and I'm Angela with the Goods. I'm here with my co-host.
What's up, Coach K?
What you want to talk about today? We're gonna talk about
Validation.
This is our first episode, so we are like grateful to be here. We're grateful that y'all listening. We know y'all tapping in with us, even though we new to this podcasting game.
Absolutely. We jumping in right to it, but Angela, we prayed before we got on, but I don't know if it should be a staple for us to pray before we go into
You want to
with
go
our
for that?
viewers. Absolutely. You want to do
Your
it?
eyes just lit up. Dog.
I did.
Your eyes just lit up.
Yes, because I'm just like, we here. Let's be centered in what God is calling us to do.
Okay.
So I'm big on that.
I always want to give gratitude, and I definitely want to thank everybody for watching and listening.
Yes.
And y'all are exactly where y'all supposed to be if y'all hearing the sound of our voices right now.
Love your voice.
Keep staying on. Keep listening.
Keep listening.
So go ahead and jump it out, dog.
All right. So I just take a moment and breathe it in, God. I just take a moment and breathe in your presence, God. We are just how you live and move through us. We are just so thankful because without you, we are nothing, God. So thank you. Thank you for this communion between Angela and I and our listeners, our viewers. We are here today and gathering in your presence, and we just ask that you do what it do. You lead us in this discussion, and that not only are we changing our lives, but we are also helping to change the lives of our viewers and listeners. And it is so.
Ashe. Amen. So it is.
All right.
So, what when you were praying, I was listening, but one thing I was thinking about was who we talking to? Like, where is it? Who is God? Like, where we talking to?
Okay.
Like, but we could talk about that later.
Ooh.
Because when I be journaling,
nice
like,
combo.
What I'm writing to right now, like.
Ooh.
But anyway, so validation. I think I love this topic because, we be talking and you be bringing this up to me like, low key, you like, Angela, you need to fucking look at that shit, okay? Like, you need that. And that is something you need to examine.
We all do.
Okay.
And I expect you to do the same shit with me. When you hear me talking, it's like, when you first time, you're like, right. Like, yeah, bring it back, bitch, bring it back.
I ain't mad at you, though.
But yeah, validation. So we were just talking offline. You want me to go into the whole story?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. First of all, shout out to my girl, Shuey. She is an amazing being. And I told her when I was talking to her, you gave us inspiration. We was starting our recording today, so thank you for the inspiring conversation we had this morning. Yes,
y'all had that this morning.
Yeah, on the way here.
That was God for real.
I know,
because it's
I'm like,
look, we have everything we need. Why do we be worried, dog? Just flow.
Just flow.
Just vibe.
Exactly.
But it's because we don't trust. That's just the point of it all. Like. And the point of it all.
It be hard out here. Like you love to say the 3D. I love that too though. 3D reality is it be external conditions.
Yeah.
They
be external conditionings.
They be
external.
Anyway.
Yes, the external conditions be externally conditioning
your ass, don't it? Boy. Anyway. So this was go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So real quick, I could be super long winded, but I'm gonna try and shorten this up.
Yeah. Okay.
So my homie she just got her BSW degree, Bachelor of Social Work degree. Again, big shout out to her, big accomplishment for her. But yeah, man, she was out here, man, trying to show up and put her new skills to the test. So of course, with that, she had been interviewing for jobs. And came across this one lady.
Trying to. That what you said. Note.
I did say that before. Trying to. We gonna get to that. Mm-hmm. But she had been interviewing for jobs, and of course came across this lady had her resume, very impersonal situation, and was just like, after that whole situation, she totally felt invalidated. Like, I ain't just get my degree, I ain't been working and dealing with people. Like, it just totally made her feel little. So when she left that situation, she went on about her way. You know, she had some struggles in between and still trying to figure it out. But another job came up under a totally different name that she applied for, where the recruiter contacted her, and apparently this job under the different name actually was connected to that same job where she interviewed that lady. So she ended up coming back around to this lady again under totally different circumstances. The lady totally changed. Conversation was totally different. Brought her back in for an interview. I remember you. Like, all that's, I apologize. All of that stuff. The reason I was acting like that was because I knew you said you lived here. That job was located here. But we have another job now that's even better for you, that's going to be in the area by your home. We want to pay you more. After looking at your resume, this is better suited for you. You have 21 years of experience. I mean, total different conversation. So what happened from that time to now? Like, what happened?
What did happen?
My thing is, you left out of there the first time around with her feeling invalidated. You felt this, all of your accomplishments and things of that nature didn't matter. Why? Is the first question. Who were you drawing from at that point? Were you drawing from her? And this is non-judgmental, by the way. We just having a conversation.
Yeah.
But who were you drawing from at that point? Were you drawing from her to receive your validation, or were you drawing from somewhere else to receive your validation? So, but now she calls back and it's a total different story. What the fuck? Like, what happened?
Yeah. So the question, well, you know, I had questions. The question was, what happened when we talked about this offline, but what happened when she went home and how did she feel?
So say that shit, Angela.
Did she affirm, like,
you want to know what the process was from then to now?
But also, like, you saying what happened, like, who, and this is not just Shway, but all of us.
Yes.
Like, who are we getting our validation from? So I think that's the question. Like,
yeah, it is
the topic of the day, like validation. Who's validating us? What are we looking to? Who are we looking to? Why are we feeling? What's going on? We all struggle with validation. Why? Where does it come from? Is there something that we need to do to look at? Do we need to go deep? You want to go deep.
You like, know me.
Dig it up. Like, where does it come from? Childhood.
Don't start that shit. Y'all, real quick on my background. Not that matter. It really don't matter. Wholeness is my background. How about it? It's all of our background. Wholeness is all of our background.
I love that.
But it's so funny. Real quick. Yeah. Put that shit down. Don't forget.
Okay.
It's me being out in the world and probably gonna always be out in that motherfucker guy gonna have to reel me back in plenty of times. But all the time. But my master's is in social work, and that whole degree is holistic.
Tell them, Coach.
It's about Coach looking K. at the person from a holistic perspective.
On, Coach K.
So
come on, Reverend Keisha.
Girl, you
come on, K Divine.
So that is not just my background. That's everybody's background. That's what we should be striving for. That's what we are.
Yeah.
We striving in these external conditions, but we are already whole though.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't feel like that. These external conditions be making you feel like you got them, what? You imperfect, you fucked up, you need
validation.
Yes, you limited, you only got this, and you can't have this, or how I'm gonna get here, or whatever. So yeah, wholeness. I forgot where the fuck we was going.
Well, we
bring me back.
I was saying that we come from, it's our childhood. Why do we need validation? Deep. Where does it come from?
Where
you
does it
start
come
to talk
from?
about your background, which you like. I'm like, you want to dig.
So,
Do you
but
is
she
that
bring me
something-
back. That could be the other stuff, and I be indulging with that be fucking with my memory cells. But yeah,
Oh my bad. What
You
you
good.
mean? Talk about it's triggering your job.
no,
Your
yeah, what you
old
mean,
job
nigga?
is triggering.
The memory cell. Now I'm talking about weed, nigga. That should be making
okay.
you forget. What you talk-
Okay.
What you talk about? Anyway, no, because you were like, oh, it's hard to comfort your childhood. So that's where I was going. Thank you for the redirection. But what I was saying was the conditioning, man. That's a whole nother fucking episode. But yeah, like, it is some things in us that cause us to see, as my boy Eric Butterworth, I'm talking like he alive, but he's very alive within me. Period. But how you used to look out of a glass and it was clear, but over time as you evolve and grow, it get dusty. It gets, the vision is not so clear on it. So yeah, we go through things somewhere we, experience shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it does cause us to maybe need validation or seek validation from other places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you recall, and I could share a time because I'm feeling like I could be vulnerable right now.
That's what we here for?
Yeah, but I was going to ask you, can you recall a time recently where you felt like you needed validation? And I could speak on a time for me recently with talking to you about my brand.
One. Hell yeah. But go ahead. Talk.
Oh, talk about public figure brand.
Shameless plug. Shout out public figure brand.
Public figure brand.
Dope brand.
Boom, boom.
These threads vibrate.
Yeah, they do. For conscious people. But I, just trying to work myself up to posting and being on social media and looking at like, okay, people are saying this is how you market. This is how you reach your target market. You got to post 2-3 times a day, blah, 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 blah. But what is also behind that is me wanting to be validated behind that as well.
That shit.
And I was talking to a homie and she was like, Angela, you doing this every day. She was like, but you not getting any like increase. What I see right now, the fruits is not harvesting right now. She was like, that's insanity. And I've been thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing the same thing every day. And that is kind of fucking insane. You know what I'm saying? There's no changes happening. But also beyond that, looking at what is behind that and talking to you again about my childhood. Like we talked about, like, how was it for me in high school? What kind of student was I? Or I forget what we were talking about. Like we were talking about your daughter.
Yeah.
And being in school, and I was like, well, I was wanted to be, nobody ever really noticed me,
And you know me, that hit something with me when you said that shit.
Yeah, you gotta hold on to that. Yeah. Now you're like, well,
you know
I
me.
just heard validation just did. Yeah, nigga.
But that's real shit though.
Yeah.
But see, we try to bury shit. And not, me too. It's painful.
Yeah.
It hurts.
It's painful. It might be embarrassing. You like, it's like you would think that you wouldn't feel like that at a certain age. Maybe that's like some high school shit or some childhood stuff. Like, oh, I need somebody to see me or whatever.
I go back to the wholeness. And I start getting into deep shit. When I talk about that, I'm like, you are a whole person from beginning to the end. You are already a being before. Anyway, you're already here. You're already formed. Mm-hmm. What I mean is you're growing externally into this person from 1 to you 11, you 20, but you're already a whole being. I don't know.
When you arrive, or you mean like before
you're unfolding?
But you talking about when you are in
your spirit,
you have skin, or like before your skin,
your spirit,
okay,
your higher self to guide you.
Okay. So
I know. Tell me, bitch. I don't know what you talking about.
No, I'm trying to catch it.
I'm trying to catch it too.
I'm trying to catch it. Like, let me be clear. You talking about
your spirit
without the shell. Your spirit, just like its spirits maybe around
before
us right now,
you, and when your
energy never dies. So
thank you.
Okay,
you're already whole. Your spirit is already a spirit. You formed. You perfect.
Okay.
before you enter this world into your human self.
Okay.
I don't know if this shit making sense.
No, it makes
Marianne Williams always be like, be careful who you talk about this shit around. Like, because people start thinking you aliens. Like, the fuck is she talking about? It's for whoever ears. I wish Jesus be on that shit. Whoever needs to hear.
What
I'm like Madea with the scriptures.
Right. I was waiting for you to say that.
I tell Shway all the time. I'm like Madea with the scriptures. You ever seen her in the movies?
I don't know exactly what it say, but
you just need I don't. But it's like this shit just be popping up. It just be popping up in my head. But whoever this is for will hear it.
Yeah.
The words that I'm saying. And whoever is not won't hear it.
Right. I was about to say something they say in church, but I'm gonna fuck it up so bad. Like the doers and the hearers of the word.
Girl, okay.
That sound about right.
Yeah, listen, it sound churchy. But what I'm saying is your spirit is whole. Mm-hmm. You are already a perfect being prior to your body entering this world. I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel as though God has revealed that to me. Mm-hmm. But as we come in, it's almost like Miriam. She's another favorite of mine. It's like you're on a mission, so to speak. I like how she puts it. You're on a mission when you enter this world, whatever that might mean. But you are already whole. You already perfect. You already God for you come in this world. Mm-hmm.
It's like, what's your ministry?
Yeah.
That's what
that
she
hit
saying.
me. Yeah, that too.
It's your ministry.
Yeah.
Right now, this our ministry. Right now,
it's our job to shine our light.
Absolutely. So we stop shining our light at some point. We know, like I like to say, the conditioning, and then we need validation.
Yeah.
What do you feel? Well, tell me.
Because there's something wrong with you.
You want to share a time
for me?
It's not wrong with me.
But no, I'm saying that is the message we hear. See the bullshit we be doing? Yeah, because it's something wrong. My daughter, like for instance, is that she's evolving now into a beautiful young lady and is, but yeah, she told me like, mommy, I just feel like I'm stuck in this box and I don't know how to get out. And I was just like, let yourself out, like come out.
Just like that.
Yeah, you stuck in a box because you put yourself in there. But in reality, it's like other people have put her because maybe she don't dress like a girl is supposed to look, right? Or are you this? Or you know what I mean? It's like, and you start to feel ashamed of that light. Like there's something wrong.
Ashamed of that light,
or you start to feel as though that's not who I'm supposed to be. Maybe I'm supposed to be like this. If I'm a girl, maybe I'm supposed to wear this or feel this way, or you know what I mean? That kind of shit. So then as you go on, you need more validation, I feel like, because it's like, let me know, am I doing this shit right? Like, did I do the right thing? Like, am I wearing this shirt the right way? Am I wearing the right shoes? Type of shit. Am I living in the right house?
Yeah. Do you want to share a time where you recently,
I got one. The shit pops up to mind. So y'all, I'm just out here on a whole spiritual,
being free,
feeling actually the best I've felt in my life in a long time. I experienced a lot of fear too at the same time. We could talk. That's a whole nother episode, Angela. We be coming up with episodes and episodes and episodes, but fear. But I'm out here. It's like I'm living. Okay, I'm happy. I'm joyful. But I did quit my job recently.
Where the little thing at?
What? Oh shit, we gotta learn how to. I quit my job. Oh shit.
That wasn't it. But
was it the you looking for the hand clap?
Say it again now.
I quit my job.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, that's great and all. But the process for me, how it has been thus far.
Yeah.
And from the beginning, very beginning to, it's a whole story behind that. But so I'm not working right now. I'm working. You see that conditioning already? Because I don't have a job, I'm not working. I am working. But I'm doing what God is calling me to do and whatever that is, I'm not putting no restrictions on that, because we're unlimited beings. So why should I limit myself to whatever? But in that, I stopped by this job fair. I think I had told you that. I stopped by this job fair, and the school system was out there, Douglas County, and cafeteria lady was recruiting, like the nutrition services or whatever. So I went over there. She's like, I don't know if you're gonna be interested in this, but we looking for substitute kitchen workers. And I was like, yeah, shit. She was like, I must, it's $11 an hour, but you could tell she was recruiting too. Like it's opportunities to advance, and if you get on permanently, it'll be $13 an hour. She was just telling me, I honestly just wanted to work, Angela. I didn't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I'm saying? I just was like joyful to be like, hey, sure, I would like to work in the kitchen. Like, let's just choose. You know what I mean? It's fine. I'm thankful to be bringing in $1. So anyway, went in, interviewed for it or whatever, and then moving on to Kayla calling my sister last night, and they were talking on the phone. I could hear the conversation, but she's telling her my business. And she's like, yeah, mommy, we're good or whatever. We good. We got money, X, Y, and Z. But mommy just want to have some money coming in. So she's going to be working in the kitchen. And I heard my sister's like, kitchen? I felt this tinge of like embarrassment. Why? You were so jovial. That's your word you gave me. You was joyful when you was at the thing. Like, yes. And when she said that like that, it just made me feel a way.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, you need some validation. Oh, you got to educate. It's because you got to speak now. I choose to work in the kitchen. I done went from being, I done made $30 an hour, $40 an hour. It's because I choose to. Why you got to do all of that?
You were doing that?
No, just okay. But I felt the urge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To do that when she was like, kitchen. Yeah. But it was like that ego kicked in, because it was like, that's beneath you to work in the kitchen for $11 an hour. And it's like, that's that ego.
Yeah.
The devil. We call him the devil. But yeah like fucking working in the kitchen $11 an hour. But what happened though? What happened the other day when you was at which colony? You was just happy.
There you go. What you said earlier, be putting those boxes. People putting you in those boxes.
There you go.
Yeah. But what how do we get past that though? Like, how do we? Can you, like, as your daughter, she's 10, so you teaching her now. You teaching her to.
I'm doing my best.
Come out the box and you all of that stuff. But how can we not? Do you feel like we can move forward and not need that validation? It's the human experience, so you can't bypass that. Maybe, perhaps,
Yeah, it's gonna be moments when you have feelings, and thoughts. Yeah. What you like?
I'm laughing because I'm like,
feelings. I think because you and I talk about this all the time. This is why we got this bomb ass podcast.
Yeah, we trapping.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Because it's like we're trying to get to a point, transcend. Yeah, trying. That's the human in me talking.
Okay.
The guy be saying, what you trying is. Yeah. You are.
Yeah.
I am. But from the human perspective, we're trying to get somewhere. We're trying, you know what I mean? Because we don't see it. We don't see it with our eyes. So therefore, we can't see it with our eyes. It don't exist. But within the spirit of you, what you need somebody to tell you that you are this or that for, when you just are.
So how do we embody that? That's always gonna be my question. How do we stay involved with knowing, like, we don't need validation, or feeling like we don't need validation? What are some tools?
Trapping.
That's it.
You want to get into it?
Praying. Well, trapping.
That's one of the ways. So what's trapping, Angela?
Discipline.
Devotion.
Journaling.
Speak.
Staying prayed up, meaning staying in alignment.
Ooh.
And what does that mean?
You
Doing
dropping,
shit,
you dropping
creating,
goods.
drawing, skating. For me,
You dropping the goods.
talking to you, listening to all my YouTube teachers.
Breathing.
Breath. Yoga.
Breath. You introduced me to that. Yes. You know what yoga did for me? When we talk about trapping, it took my mind from everything. Literally caused me to focus on breathing.
Mm. Yeah, that class, that was a yin class. If y'all are in Atlanta, check out Sati Yoga. It's amazing. It's in Kirkwood. I took her to a yin class.
Dope.
If y'all know anything about yoga, first of all, I love yoga. I don't practice as much as I used to, but I think yoga is life because it brings you into the present moment. Your breath is like, we have this thing that breathes us all the time and we don't focus on it. So when we are in the practice of hearing our breath or listening to it, it brings us back to the present, which is what causes us anxiety, like thinking about the future.
Yes. Ooh.
But that yin class, and then you got to move slow too.
when he was like, just focus on you, but breathe. I was like, damn, I don't think I breathe that damn much in my. That's what I do every day, but just focusing. Not paying attention to it. You're not even paying attention to the life every second, a moment that comes out of your body.
Right.
You breathe. I'm breathing life right now. I'm ingesting life. I'm exhaling life.
Just talking about it make you want to breathe deep.
It do.
I'm like, I want to be on this microphone, like,
girl. But when I tell you he focused, so to one of the way, yes, how you going? And it's in the Bible. Here go Mama Deal moment.
Come on.
But I know this because it's one of my favorite. Romans 12:2.
Okay.
Look at that. How that shit just flew the coop.
Yeah.
But remove your mind from this world. Like, renew your mind. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How are you transformed by the renewing of your mind?
Thank you. Go on, girl.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite. Like, that shit's real. Mm-hmm. How are you being refreshed and knowing that I don't need none of this shit, really?
That's deep.
To go from needing and oh shit, we just got a revelation, didn't we, Angela?
Say it. What is it? What's our revelation?
To go from needing and wanting and striving to not needing or wanting and striving for nothing. We just are. We just is.
Yeah. We just whole.
We already good. Ain't that deep though? If you think about it, how we be talking about, I'm striving. I'm so tired of striving. Why you striving? No, but we forget though. You know what I'm saying? We forget. This is why we have these conversations. We forget
because the 3D be like goddamn.
Yeah. And I can and side. This is why I could get with some of the stuff my dad be saying. He's a real spiritual man. When he say man, he start talking that shit like that. He be like, man created such and such. Man do such and such. And when he says it now in the context of this conversation, I get it. Like, we don't really need nothing. We already have it. That's kind of deep because it's like, oh, what you talking about? I don't got this money. It ain't in my account, nigga.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, my bills ain't paid, nigga. What you talking about?
Yeah, right.
That kind of shit. My baby hungry.
Yeah.
I'm on the street.
Right.
That type of shit.
I hear you always saying we have everything we need. We have everything we need. And that's why I appreciate you so much, because you be saying stuff that I'm like, I can hear you repeating it to me, and so I can come out of that worry, that doubt, that fear, or whatever, by hearing your phrases, your truths, your perspectives.
And I be girl, and even if you saying that, like, I get afraid sometimes, because it's like when you like, I appreciate you so much, I'm like, don't appreciate me. Don't. That's the thing that can. No, I know, you know what I mean, but it's like, don't appreciate me, because that ain't. I'm not taking credit for that. You know what I'm saying? That is from a higher place than Keisha. you know.
Okay, so I could
That's what I
you
mean.
God, right? God,
I'm
we
something
trapping.
like Marianne Williams said. I'm gonna be quoting a lot of these people, and I really hope y'all look into them. We gonna start bringing resources and stuff and books and stuff. We gonna start shouting out, but I'm everything but nothing at all.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm everything but nothing at all. It's kind of like what Kanye mama told him in that
The
Netflix.
giant
Yeah.
sees-
Oh
looks in the
God.
mirror
And sees nothing. And at first I didn't get that. I was like, what does she mean by that?
Mm-hmm.
And it's clear to me now. Like, oh, I don't take credit for that.
Mm.
That wisdom is beyond what you see before you. That's not even, you know, I'm everything but nothing at all. Like, I get it.
Yeah. Okay. So what are our takeaways? Do we have any the tools or a tool to take away?
So one of them, the biggest tool, and thank you, this guys. See, guys, you be guiding. That's gonna be our matter of fact. Our first, we gonna have merch out. We gonna drop it. God be guiding.
God be guiding.
Yes, God be guiding.
That's it.
Trapping.
That's
one of the takeaways from this. Remove yourself from this shit some kind of way. Whatever you need. What kind of I hate to say religious practices, but spiritual practices. What are you getting into?
Okay, come on now. Let's talk about
What's
it. Now
filling your world?
Trapping.
What's filling your universe right now?
Trapping is what is filling you.
Take a look around you
Yeah.
and see what's going on. What are you ingesting? What are you taking in that is, you know, causing your thoughts to be limited?
Mm-hmm. What are you doing that makes you feel good? Because whatever you're doing that makes you feel good is the way to go. You might not know where to go, which way to turn. I feel like you don't, but as long as you're going towards what feels good, I believe that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing and you going in the right direction.
Now that might be the goddamn preacher side of me coming out. I'm
Come on.
like,
What you
not
want to say?
everything. Now, if you out there doing dope and you on crack,
But
you know,
nah, if it feel, but do it feel good to you? Because I don't think it feel good. It don't.
Yeah, I don't
good.
think, but that's an illusion. But we'll get into that.
Yeah.
That
All
whole
right. So
thing
stay
is an
trapping
illusion.
in. That's the bottom line.
Yeah,
Find out
yeah.
trapping. Find out validation. Validate yourself. God is your validation.
Hey, your higher self, whatever you want to call. What is it for you?
Okay. Yeah.
We're not gonna
The
define it for
universe,
you. We don't do that
Jesus,
here on this
Buddha.
podcast. We don't do that. It's
Plants.
whatever. Define. I'm big on that. That's probably gonna be my closing tag out. Like define whatever it is. Remember, define whatever God is to you, and let that be your guiding light. Like that right there.
Remember, you are whole.
Mm.
You came in wholeness. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we had a good,
Amazing
first episode,
Episode,
for
Angela.
sure.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, thank y'all for joining us with Trapping with Guys, and we look forward to getting with you soon. Tune in. When Chalet?
Tune in once a week, every Wednesday.
Yeah, we literally working this shit as we talk to y'all, so forgive us. So what Wednesdays you said?
Wednesdays.
Every
Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. Shout out to everybody that's listening and the folks that have helped us to get here.
Ooh.
To get this together.
Absolutely.
And shout out to ourselves.
Yes.
For moving forward. And shout out to God.
Yes. I was just thinking that when you said shout out to ourselves, that is shouting out God.
You said, what you doing? Who you up there?
Okay.
Yeah. And tune in for our next episode. You want to say your quote? Your exit quote?
I already did.
Okay. Peace.